The engineer himself is not here. We've had several discussions as regards to his presence. As you all know, Engineer Iroa is the father of this family and at the same time a traditional Benin man. Tradition requires in the Benin Kingdom that men are not supposed to be present during their wives' burial. And so I will please, on his behalf, say apology and understand that a tradition calls for him to be absent this evening. Having said that, Mr. Engineer Roy sent us a message. It's a very short one. He said, "Hi, Mr. Engineer Iroa. Do today appreciate every member of this committee, and also I appreciate every man and woman in this society who has, in this particular time of sorrow, shared their condolences and supported the family in all kinds and gestures in ways and manners that words cannot even speak. I today please say thank you to every one of you for being present here today. And I know there are some who would like to see me, but as a matter of fact, even if I'm not here, my spirit is here. I say thank you to the Edo community, and thank you to every community that has contributed to the death of my late wife. I appreciate you all, and may God continue to bless you, and I hope that I will find a chance to say thank you one more time. So on behalf of the Iroa family, the engineer sent us a message saying thank you to everybody. You're all welcome. Thank you very much.
That was a message from the father of the family.
Why we are gathering here today, she's not here, but I can tell you that her spirit is here. This is a lady that has touched the heart of many. I came to Berlin in 1994. Please, I'm pleading to everybody to be silenced. I'm pleading to everybody to be silenced. We can get back the microphone to the DJ and come back much later when you are ready to listen to us. Miss Deba and Mr. Nei, and both of them are here today. The sister is here all the way from London, Sister Bimbo. The committee, I also plead to you to be silent. If not, I will send a fine to the table. I plead to you to be silent, please. At the same time, the brother is here, the immediate brother. He told us a very sad story in the church and how the sister helped in making his journey to Europe possible, Mr. Godwin. He's a man I've never met before. I'm seeing him for the first time. I respect his personality. I respect the way he has comported himself all this while and everything that he has done to show passion and emotion for his beloved sister. Sister Kate was present during my father's wakekeeping. My father died at the age of 71 this year in February. And while the wakekeeping was going on, she was the last person to leave the hall. She did not only participate or help me in the ceremony of my late father, she also made sure that Deba was there at the gate to write down all the names of people that visited my late father's waking ceremony. And that is the reason why I have made it a point of passion that I must head this particular ceremony, and I will do all I can because I know that she is standing here right now and she is looking at us. What we buried is the body, the spirit is alive. And that is the reason why I'm doing all I'm doing. I'm not doing it to get attention. I'm not doing it to say thank you. But this is a lady I've come to know, a lady I've never seen angry, a lady I've never seen frown her face. Even when it is tough, you see her always smiling. She's somebody I really, really respect and I cherish so much, and I cannot do enough for her. When I went to Linda's shop, they were having the second meeting here. I told them when they were having the second gathering at Linda's shop, everybody was here gathering together, and we were all planning on how we can organize the ceremony for our sister. I personally told all the committees of friends that we have to try to raise a tangible amount of money for our sister. And I can tell you today that all of us, all the committees of friends, we are also pleased, and we are going to announce to you what we have received so far. I can tell you it is record-breaking. It is really, really record-breaking. I can't say enough of that. Before we continue, I want to give my special thanks to the Edo community of Berlin, under the leadership of Mr. Jeff Omorodio. I want to say thank you to him. They said they were going to do something for us after individual contribution, but collectively, the Edo community came up and said they were going to do something special. And they gathered together 1,000 euros. The special thing about the Edo community, what I like about them is, if you talk about democracy, I think it starts from the Edo community. They are the only community I know in this society that every 2-3 years, the leadership is changed without any stress. And all the presidents, I can tell you, they are all present here tonight. From the ex to the present president, and they are so united. So please give a special round of applause for the Edo community. I want to personally thank the Supreme Women. This is a group that Sister Kate was also part of. One of the sisters came all the way from Hanover this evening, and she said she has to witness this particular occasion. In fact, she has to leave her daughter alone at home. And that is the reason why I said we should please try to be quiet, because there are people who take these things seriously to their hearts. And I'm trying to be very diplomatic here because people are very emotional. It is not just about one person, it's about we. We all did it. We all did it. The lady came all the way from Hanover, and she said they were contributing something. And she came up with a sum of 750 euros from the Supreme Women of Berlin. Potsdam said they were not going to be left alone. Sister Edith, Mama Precious, came to me and said, Potsdam is doing something. She wants to have a size book in Potsdam. Individually, she came up with 430 euro. It is not done yet. It is not done yet. And the whole community, United People of Potsdam, the whole community of Potsdam, came up collectively with extra 700 euros.
Wow!
The CAC community said the time was too short, most of them were not around. They came here this evening, the chairman was present, and one of the officers was also present. Unfortunately, they have to go home because due to cause, and collectively, they came up with 100 euro for us. The Nigerian embassy said they also want to be part of this particular ceremony. They have been very, very friendly to us. They have always been there. And collectively, they came up with 380 euros. Our honorable family said they are just very few here. Most of them are not around. Most of them are not around. I can see them beckoning on me, telling me that more is still coming. So I wouldn't like to announce for now officially what they contributed. As time goes on, maybe the SC will make that official to you. There is also a collection of money from Mama Dolly's shop in Potsdam. That money was a collective amount of money. In total, it is 117 euro and 58 cents given to us from Sister Edith. During the first meeting at Mr. Ipa's house, Ipa Loki Okubawa's house, the few men that gathered here put together 100 euros. That money, we also received it. There was a notebook that was placed at Sister Linda's shop, and collectively, the total amount of money that was placed there, we received it officially, I can announce it to you, was 330 euros. In Linda's shop, the the second meeting we also have here, all the men and women that visited that very evening when we had the second meeting, everybody contributed to that particular meeting, and together we raised 930 euros. We also have to say a very big thank you to Afro-based Restaurant and Bar. Sister Comfort. Unfortunately, she called, she said she wouldn't be here tonight. But the paper we dropped in her shop, the exercise book we dropped in her shop, collectively they were able to raise 745 euros. Mr. Curtis, our ex-president of Fedo Union, he did a marvelous job. In fact, I can't say thank you enough, Mr. President. Thank you very much. I love you, and I'm going to love you. I always call you president because I always tell people that once a president is always a president. Thank you very, very much. Mr. Curtis alone went around different shops. He went to Sherry's shop, he went to Ngozi's shop. He was everywhere trying to gather money from everybody. And together, alone, he was able to gather 2,090 euros. Alone. We move forward. This hall where we are staying, we said we are not going to spend money for this waykeeping. The place is paid for till tomorrow morning. We do not expect anybody because we've been having this discussion that most people will leave after this announcement. We're not expecting you to leave because we have enough food, we have enough drink. We want to, be there for this family. We want to stay with them. We want them to feel us. We want to know them. We don't just want to run away. We want to be with them. And I've been watching them since they've been talking. From Joy, she's been crying, to Sandra. Our words were really touching. I didn't know Sandra can speak that much good of English. I came to know that now. To Sandra, to Adesuwa, I've come to know this family. They just, the more I know them, the more my heart breaks for the sister. So I want to please appeal to all of you. This is not a rushing ceremony. We are in a waykeeping. Waykeeping in Nigeria is supposed to be till dawn. We are here this night. We have enough drink. If you want hot drink, if you want stout, if you want anything. People individually contributed to this party. We did not pay for it. Some women said they were going to bring food. People like you. I thought there was something she wanted to tell me. She just squeezed 60 euro to my hand. I said, no, you can't squeeze this to my hand. It's not my money. We have to make it official. Every money goes to the purse. And we have been updating the paper. Every morning we receive it. Don't think we're not aware. I am watching, the committees are watching, from Mr. Oni to Mr. Charity. We are all controlling the papers. So all the monies are accounted for. We made Mr. Charity the treasurer, and he has been watching and we're working tirelessly to make sure that no cent is left untold. So please, the monies are accounted for. So far, the hall is going to cost us 700 euros. That was actually the cost of the hall. The money was deducted from Mr. Curtis' money, 700 euro, and we paid a caution of 300 euros for this hall, which we are going to get back after the event tomorrow morning. In total, officially, you remember we have a target. We said we are going to raise 10,000 euros by a contribution of 50 euro per 200 people. We want to raise 10,000 euro for the kids. The money goes to the kids' account. We want to make sure that while they are growing up, they don't have to think about driver's license. They don't have to think about how they can get a small car after getting a driver's license. They don't have to think about small bills because their mom was always there for them. And we said we're going to raise 10,000 euro. And so far, without extra money that is coming up, but what I have in my pocket here, on the right pocket of my trouser, what I have here is 7,524 euros. In addition, we have extra 600 euros that we realized for the Solidarity t-shirts. Extra 600 euros. So we are already more than 8,000 euros officially. Am I correct? No. Is it together? Please, my mistake. The committee is telling me that the total amount of money is 7,524 euros. As the night goes on, for those of you who intend to stay with us here, all the dollar that is sprayed, we are going to account for it to the last dollar, to the last cent. Some people came up this evening with €2.50. We accounted for it. And as the night goes on, we'll tell you more. If there is anybody who feels that there was a contribution that was made and was not properly announced, please feel free to join us at the committee table and tell us about that. But one thing we want to tell you, please, our sister was a businesswoman. She owns a shop. She sells shoes, clothes, bags, and everything. There are some people that owes her money. There are some people that owes her money. Please, I am begging you,
I am begging you. There are some people that hold that money. We need this money. We need this money. Because tomorrow, if something wrong is happening in your life, you want to start to blame people or call witches, you wouldn't know that this is where the trouble is coming from. We need those money. So please, if you are owing our sister, we are not asking you to pay the money today. Please, 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 please. If you are not part of a community, I will please plead to you. If you're not part of a community, plead to you, get a life insurance. Get a life insurance. Get a life insurance, because we all are here today. Nobody can boast of what can happen tomorrow morning. Nobody can boast about it. If you don't want to get a new community because you don't like the new community, join the local community, join the car community, doesn't matter. Join any community. Because it is always good for you to have people that will look up for you when things like this arises. Because nobody can talk about tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to use this very to say a very big thank you to all of you that has contributed to this event. Brother Newton, I say thank you. Mr. Patrick, I say thank you. Brother Aike, our secretary, he has done a very great job. I don't want to be in your position for all those write-up and everything you have been doing. I say a big thank you to you. I say a very big thank you to Mommy Joy. I say a big thank you to Madam All Round for all the counties and all the run up and down. We all have worked tirelessly. This night is not a night for sorrow. It is no longer a night for crying. We don't want to cry anymore. We're going to plead to our DJ. Please, don't play us sorrowful music anymore. Please, don't play us sorrowful music anymore. We want to go, if it's possible, play us with us. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If there is anything that comes from our own say, please come to me. I want to say a very big thank you to you. Once again, enjoy your evening. Thank you very much.